Thanks for joining me on this. And we're going to do a little training for our men's roundtable leads. This will be a follow-up communication, but it's also for our men's roundtable coaches or anyone that is in a development role that's trying to help men get plugged in to lead a men's roundtable. So the first thing, Jeff, welcome. Jeff is on our Powdersville men's roundtable team, and he is also a coach. And so, Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how you're helping men move in our church?
So we're trying to equip people and feel comfortable launching and have resources, but my position is to help coach future leaders. So if there's any questions going along the way, they can just reach out to me and I can answer it, or I'm going to be checking in throughout the time once we go through the training process to check in and see how their group's going. So there's going to be more communication and throughout the time instead of you're launched on your own. Just let me know how it goes at the end.
Yes, we're trying to help our facilitators feel prepared to lead. And so just like Jeff said, we've had seasons where you are launching a study and it happens to be tomorrow and we still don't have a leader. And so they're like, what in the heck is going on? You've been there, probably. You might be shaking your head right now. What we've done is we've created a new resource. So you should have a folder in front of you. Maybe your men's roundtable lead has given this to you, but inside the folder is a men's roundtable facilitator handbook, as well as the description and overview of the men's roundtable audio tracks that work in combination with this book. So you can access these audio trainings right now by going to anchor.fm/Grace MRT training. You'll see that in the sheet itself. Goal, of course, is training men to facilitate MRT studies and create discipleship opportunities in the lives of the men they lead. And so when you're looking at this sheet, the first page, you're going to see an overview of the 5 trainings for an MRT lead. And then you're going to see an overview for that for potential facilitators. So a little bit different because you're trying to understand how to do this. So you might have guys that have already led before, but for those guys that are real fresh, like a Ben Gardner, who we're going to use as an example, we want to get him ready. In this training, there are 5 questions that we're addressing. What is MRT and the role of an MRT facilitator? We're going to talk about how do we prepare to lead a successful MRT study. We're going to talk about what does it look like to be a great MRT facilitator. We're going to talk about how do I encourage ownership and replicate discipleship in the members of my group. And then we're going to also talk about how do I troubleshoot and handle common problems that arise in an MRT study. So we got a great example of this. We have leadership values at our campus that's coming up in 2.5 weeks. Ben Gardner, who is actually going to lead this study. And so this morning, I sent a text to him and Jeff, just a simple text. Hey, Ben, I hope you're doing well. I'm CCing Jeff Harris on this thread. His number is blank. He is our MRT coach and is going to reach out to you today or tomorrow and set up a time for you guys to connect, get you an MRT Facilitator Handbook, and give you a roadmap so you're prepared to lead leadership values. So you'll enjoy this time for sure. Thanks again for being willing to lead for our church. And I'm praying for increased discipleship moments for you as you embark on leading this study. So Jeff, what is the next step? How do you take that forward?
This one with Ben is going to be different because it's going to be him and I one-on-one, walking him through, explaining what his role is going to be. But what we're going to do in the future is hopefully get 2 or 3 or maybe 6 guys together and go through this. So we're going to meet at least 3 times, and you're going to go over these podcasts on your own, and then we're going to go into deeper discussions at that point. And that's the point at the time for you guys to ask any questions you have that we can try to navigate you. But we want you feeling fully equipped when you start leading your group.
That's right. So for this guy, Ben, we're doing a one-off, as Jeff said. But we are, for Powdersville, on September 19th, we're actually doing an interest meeting. We went into Rock and we actually looked at who are all of the men that covenant members who might be aware of facilitators, maybe they know people that they could encourage and move other men to manhood in the gospel. We sent that email to them so that they could know, hey, these are studies coming up, and they could sign up. But we created this interest meeting so they could learn about what it looks like to lead. So on September 19th, Jeff and I will host a training. We got several guys that are coming to that already, and we'll have these folders for them. We will talk about the 5 questions. We'll just give a quick overview, and we'll say, hey, are you all want to do this? And so at that point, Jeff will take those guys and do an MRT roundtable, but with the training to prepare them to get ready. And that way we'll have guys in the queue ready to go. We've already planned out our year of studies so we could start to plug and play those guys. So that's a little bit about what this training is. I would encourage you, if you're listening to this, if someone shared this with you, to just start listening to the content. Every episode has a next step. So for instance, with episode 1, what is MRT and the role of a facilitator? We talk about the purpose of MRT. We work through the first couple pages. And then also as a next step, we ask guys to look at the facilitator responsibilities, commit, sign it, take a picture, and text that to whoever maybe had sent and invited that. So in this case with Jeff, when he does this with Ben, Ben's going to sign this and he's going to take a picture and snap it and send it to Jeff. And that's Jeff knowing that he's done those next steps. So you could do this 1 meeting per session, or like what Jeff's going to do, he might split it out for a couple episodes. Hey, Ben, listen to episode 2 and 1, and then let's talk about it. Let's listen to 3 and 4 and 5, and let's talk about it. So it just depends. But the goal is life on life. The goal is connecting. The goal is discipleship and getting guys ready. And so this is just another discipleship opportunity for you guys. So we know there's a long video, but there's a lot to this. So go check out these episodes, check out the next steps, and we'd love to hear what you guys think. So Jeff, anything else you'd want to add?
The main thing of MRTs is to get men moving. This
Yep.
is for other men to connect even outside of MRT when we're done, to go on and pursue one another and push each other.
Yeah, that's good. All right, man. Well, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you joining me, and we'll see you guys. Let us know what you think. So thanks.